I'm Megan Rizzo of Studio Fushino on the Gold Coast, and I'm here today on the Glamorous channel to talk to you and give you some tips on taking selfies. I know I'm not Kim Kardashian, I get that, but I am a professional portrait photographer, and I've got girlfriends who have spoken to me and they feel a bit silly about taking selfies, so I thought I'll just give you some tips in general that you can use in taking really good selfies. First up, what is a selfie? It's a photograph of you taken by you, not to be confused with taking a photo by yourself. Tip 1, you need to have a selfie camera. What's that? Well, it's the front-facing camera. Maybe I should get my phone and I'll just show you. Fine. So not this one, but this little camera here at the front of your phone. So really important to have one of those. Tip number 2, and this is a biggie, is clean your screen. Really important because, you know, kids slime and cocktail juice and wine, and you know, you lick it off and then it's all smudgy and you get a filter that you don't really want. So yeah, just give it a bit of a rub on the front, and that just cleans the camera so you got a nice clean lens. Tip number 3 is really important, and it is good lighting. So very important. So when I say good lighting, I don't mean full sun. We don't want full sun, it's too harsh, it creates shadows and like wrinkles come out and all sorts of things happen. So we don't want full sun. What we want is window light with a nice diffused thin white curtain, that sort of thing. But if you don't have that, I mean, most people have window light in their home unless you live like in a dungeon and you've been locked in there forever and you can't get out and you're trying to send notes, but you know, let's not go there. So just a window light, but you don't want the light coming straight, the sun coming straight onto your face. You just sort of want it diffused. So any sort of, you know, mid-morning, mid-afternoon, that sort of thing is really good. And if you don't have a good window, open the front door. The light that comes, and stand back about 1 meter. The light that comes through the front door is diffused and you get a nice soft light, fills in, you know, all the spaces and gives you a really soft look. So that's the best sort of lighting. In photography, we call it a softbox. And it's just, you've probably seen them, a big square light or round light with almost like a shower screen, clear sort of fabric over the top. Tip number 4 is check your angle. It's not aesthetically pleasing to be able to see up your nose or all of your double chins, because that's just, you know, not really nice. So we just want to lift the chin slightly and have the camera facing up. We don't want it like up here because it looks ridiculous and everyone knows that's what you're trying to do. So maybe just bring it down a little bit, push your chin forward and down, and it creates a really nice line, gets rid of those jowls. So that's always a good thing. Tip number 5 is check your background, because we've all seen those photos on social media where there is bizarre things happening in the background or secret things happening in the background that you don't really want the universe to know about. So maybe just check your background. A really good clean white background is good, or just a wall in the house, something that's not cluttered, or yeah, so just something nice and clean is always nice, and neutral. Brick wall, or you know, just mix it up a bit, but try and keep it really nice and plain. And tip number 6. So tip number 6 is use an enhancement app. There's plenty of those on the market. There's all sorts of editing tools, but I think the secret with any sort of enhancement app is just don't take it too far, because the worst thing would be is if you go to a school reunion and you've been friends with these people on Facebook for 10 years and you turn up and they've got no clue who you are because you look nothing like your photos. So we don't want that to happen. So an app that I like to use is called Airbrush. A lot of my girlfriends know, and I've shared this secret with them. But what I do with the filter is just dial it back. So just bring it like down. So it's just giving you a bit of smoothness, but you know, it's not taking every bit of character away from your face. important. What are we up to? Tip number, says 10, but I think it's tip number 7 because I seem to have not been able to count. Tip number 7 is use a camera tripod. It stretches up. So you can get these little tripods just off eBay, really handy, and you can set your timer on your camera app on your phone to 3 seconds or 5 seconds. So you can set it up how you like it, press your timer, run back, take your selfie. Really handy, good idea, don't cost a lot, get them, you know, all over the place. So the next tip is tip number, I'm not sure what we're up to. Anyway, it is to use a selfie light. So you can get selfie lights like this, or you can get, excuse me, little ones where the lights, LED lights run down the side. You may have seen those on some reality TV shows. And, but this one that I've got is just a cheapie, which I found on online. And it goes, clips on, very easy. Your little camera is here, so it's not obstructing your camera, and then you just turn it on. It's got 3 different settings. So what that does is it just puts a little soft light on your face if you've got no light. Really simple, easy to use, because photos in the dark are really not great. And is that putting nice light onto my face? Yay! Because it's all about the light. The more light, the less imperfections we see, which is always nice. The next tip is technical, really. So the selfie camera is the front-facing camera here on your phone, but it's not as good quality as the back-facing camera. So the back-facing camera on all of the phones these days are higher quality. But the problem is, if you're using the back-facing camera, you can't actually see what you look like, which defeats the purpose of having the screen and all of that. So you can use the back-facing camera with a timer, but it just gets a bit tricky, but trial and error. So if you're looking for better quality, maybe try it out. I don't know, as the phones get better too, I don't know if there's that much of a difference really, but they do say that there is a slight difference in the quality. So let me know how you go. I want to see your selfies. Don't be embarrassed, don't feel silly, don't feel like, you know, you've got to be Kim Kardashian or, you know, someone like that. It's just about having fun, taking photos, capturing who you are, and enjoy it. So I'm going to be giving away some of these selfie ring lights to people who subscribe to the channel. So make sure you get on and subscribe, and I want you to, in the comments, maybe just shout out to one of the girlfriends that you love and say why you love her, and comment on Instagram and say something beautiful about them, because, you know, we all love sharing and hearing beautiful things. So I've got my little teleprompter here in front of me that I'm going to look at because I can't remember what to say. So you can follow me on the Studio Fushino social media pages, or follow the links in the description below. Follow Glamour Us on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to tag Glamour Us in all of your selfies so that we can see them and comment and send you some love as well. We really appreciate you watching, and have a great day.